Hey everybody, it's me, DJ Marco Polo. I'm in my comfy house shoes because I'm in my house. Okay, I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because I finally have all of my light fixtures in by Both Lighting USA. I have my model number S6, I have my IR4s, I have my 360 glow tubes, I have my battery powered moving spots, all running off SoundSwitch. I'll walk you through my entire setup. That's running off my MacBook, off my REV5. I also use my REV7 for my weddings. I'm excited. My lighting show in the presentation at my upcoming weddings and birthday events, corporate events, it's going to be fantastic with this lighting. Lighting makes a huge difference in just playing music and creating an atmosphere. So again, I'm going to take a few minutes and walk you through my setup. And hopefully, if you have any questions, you can comment below. I'll tell you what I know. All right, let's check it out. Okay, first up, I want to show you are my model number S6. And like any good battery powered light, you need to make certain that they're fully charged and ready to go. I have a quantity of 18. If you're one of those people that are actually counting, you'll probably see 17 right here. The 18th one is there. And then as far as the IR4s, I have 3 right here and my 4th one right here. You're asking me, why do you have them separated? I'll tell you about that in a few moments. The other things I want to call out are my battery powered moving spots. I freaking love these things. They're absolutely amazing. They create this dynamic light show. When working with SoundSwitch, you can do kind of a slow type of gradual buildup of the intensity of the lights and how they transition and chase colors. It is so cool. The last thing I want to show you are my 360 glow tubes. These things are fantastic. I really can't say much more about them. They create this incredible lighting experience. I recommend putting them behind your DJ booth, definitely not on the dance floor. They're sturdy, but they are somewhat delicate. You don't want someone having too much fun, hint, hint, to knock them over. It could be a costly mistake, but these add a tremendous lighting effect to your overall presentation. Okay, you've seen all my lights. Let's get everything plugged in and see how it goes. Okay, I have fully charged all my lights. Actually, I took some notes from a call that I took earlier with a gentleman from Both Lighting. I'll get to that in just a moment, but here are my S6 lights as well as 2 of my IR4s. And then when you come over here, you see the charging cases, and I actually have the rest of the lights over here. So I broke them into 2 groups. This is group A and this is group B. And the reason I did that is because once I went into SoundSwitch and I worked with the guy Simeon from Both Lighting, he actually put the lights in 2 different groups for SoundSwitch. And the reason for doing this is because A, it allows the light sequencing to change or do like chases. This way, not all 20 or so lights that I have, or all 22 up lights and the moving battery powered spots, or even my 360 tubes that you see over yonder. This way they can actually work in concert together, not always showing the exact same color, but they can create chases and things of that nature. So once I get everything up and running, I'll show you how that all looks. But right now, the one thing I want to show you is that I'm having to go in and I'm having to put these sets of lights, let's call these group A, I have to put these on the DMX address 3, and then I need to make certain that they're in 10 channel mode, and then lastly they need to be on the wireless frequency, which is channel 2. If you're familiar with the Both lights, this is why you're seeing green here. That is the wireless frequency 2. They're all color coded. I can share like a screenshot to show you which color corresponds with each one of the address channels there, or the wireless frequency channels, I should say. So now over here, all these lights are going to be on 13. So 3 for those lights, these will all be on 13. So I'll come back in a little while and show you exactly what this all does when it's all put together. But again, there's an intentionality around why these lights are going to be on a different DMX address than these lights here. All right, let me go ahead and get them all programmed. Okay, all right, that took a little while, but I got everything going. As you can see, they're all blinking green. So that means everything is on wireless frequency channel 2. Don't get that confused with the channel mode or the DMX address, but there's a corresponding chart. 2 is green for all intents and purposes here. So that's those lights there. And then if you go over here, you'll see I have these lights here. Again, they're all going to be on wireless frequency channel 2. Now, everything is in 10 channel mode, all of those lights and all of these lights. So what's the difference? These lights right here are all on DMX address 13, right? And all these are gonna be on DMX address 3. And again, there's a reason for that, because once I get the lights going with SoundSwitch, this will allow me to create different chase scenes and have the light, not necessarily having them at the same color or static mode, but they'll be able to create these more dynamic shows by having the lights on different addresses. So that is why I did that. Now, let's go around. Again, please excuse my crude setup. This is not my full setup. But anyway, you can see right here, I have the Control 1, which is by SoundSwitch, okay? Super cool. And then right here, this is very important. This is the wireless DMX 512. So you don't have to have this. You could totally use like a Chinley or a Donner. They work fine, but the reason I went with this is because it just has much more power and definitely would help prevent with like dropouts or things of that nature. So let's get it all powered up and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, all of the lights are on. They're the same color. They're all on the wireless address 2, which is green. These lights on this side, or let's call them group A, are all on DMX channel 13. And these lights over here are all on channel 3. Everything is in 10 channel mode. Here are the 360 tubes. Again, also want to come over here where you can see the battery powered moving spots. So everything is kind of that static ice white blue color. Of course, here are the charging cases. I gotta say, I love both lighting. Like, they make incredible product, and yeah, this is gonna be awesome. So I was telling you that everything is running on SoundSwitch. So here is my SoundSwitch Control 1 connected to my REV7, and I personally like virtual DJ. I know some people are like hardcore about Serato and others with record box. For whatever reason, I just love virtual DJ. It just feels right for me. So, okay, as you can see right here, I have the club banger Yeah by Usher already queued up. So let's see what happens to the lights when I press play. And remember, there was a specific reason why the lights over here are on channel 13 and these lights here are on 3. And it'll all make sense here once I press play. So let's do this. Woo! All right, let's see the lights. Now, one more thing I want to call out here is that in SoundSwitch, you have a couple of different things you can do. One, you have your static looks. So you can come here and let's say you want red and white. You can hit that button. As you can see, these are red and white. Over here, the lights on this group are all white. If I come over here, they're all red. So there's all different types of combinations. Here are the moving heads. Obviously those are on red. So you see how they look on the ceiling? I mean, these things are awesome. Now, static is great. So if you think about like, you know, the cocktail hour or let's say dinner and you want to have a static color, maybe the color that the bride and groom have selected for their wedding, that is definitely one thing to consider. I mean, again, you can do anything. So let's say I hit green and white, you get the same effect. You can see they've turned green and white. Okay, here you have the white on the moving spots and then green when you go over here. So again, just really, you can do anything with SoundSwitch. And of course, whatever I can control here, it's a replication here on the Control 1. I'm trying to figure out what feels right. You don't have to have the Control 1 actually. You can actually buy a wire that will basically do the exact same thing and run directly into the DMX 512 Transmit Pro, but I just like the aesthetics of the Control 1. And again, if I'm in virtual DJ, being able to just use this Control 1 is much easier for me versus having to toggle my screen over. Now, let's say I want to get out of that static scene. Everything is kind of going back to like a chill mode. Now I want to go back over to auto loops, and this is where it gets fun. So you have different banks. So bank 1, as you can see, it says chill. And so think about that as like, this is when you're first getting started, the reception's getting started, the energy level isn't super high, but hey, you want to go through these different effects. Bank 2 for me is my warm up. And this is another way that I can take the energy level from like a 3 to about a 5, a 6 or so. And then when I get to what I call prime time right here, that's where you go to bank 3. And of course, the higher the bank, the more the effect. And this is all part of the Diamond 4 package of SoundSwitch. So you can purchase the SoundSwitch hardware, you can get the software, but again, you have to go in and do all your patching and mapping your lights. If you go with the Diamond 4 package, it's a pre-programmed offer that both lighting has, and let me tell you, it's worth every single penny. You don't have to be a light expert. They teach you how to do everything. It's all done for you. All you pretty much have to do is learn the basic control and you're good to go. The thing I'll talk about here is bank 4, which is the special bank. What I intend to do there, and I haven't got around to it yet, but I'm going to actually map my 2 battery powered moving spots to bank 4. And once I get to the venue and let's say we know exactly where the couple is going to have their first dance, I can actually program these 2 right here to cast a light on an exact spot on the dance floor. So when the couple is having their first dance, it's going to have this beautiful light casting right over them, which is going to look absolutely amazing. Again, doesn't take long. You can do it on the fly. I haven't played around with it yet, but that is something I intend to do with my weddings and receptions moving forward, especially when you think about like the first dance. Okay, so let's go back to bank 3 here, prime time. This is when you're having fun. Now remember, when you're using SoundSwitch, again, it's going to read the music from virtual DJ, but it also responds to your DJ controller. So if you don't have your faders all the way up, see what happens when I turn the fader down? The lights went down. So again, your fader, and it took me a while to learn that because one time I thought the lights didn't work, but I didn't have the fader all the way up. So you have to have your fader all the way up for the effect to work with SoundSwitch. At least that's what I'm understanding so far. But again, let's go back to virtual DJ, and I'm just going to go ahead and play this same song. Let's play Bring 'Em Out by T.I. Let's see what happens. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. So right now, let me take it down. Right now, as you can see, I'm still in bank 2. You see how the line is moving across, which is kind of still. Bank 2 is kind of that middle ground. It's not like super high energy, but let's go into that high energy of prime time, okay? So let's do that, then I'll turn the music up. All right, it's in there, so let's go ahead and give it some energy.
Albuquerque to chat time. Got the crowd yelling.
Okay, as you can see, I shut the music down and everything basically kind of went to a freeze where it was. I'm loving the red, white, and blue. Definitely need a lot of that in the world right now. Anyway, so everything is pretty much stuck at the static mode where it was. I'm loving the red, white, and blue. Hell, it's even on the television. That's all coincidence. I literally did not plan that. That is so cool. Anyway, I just wanted to take the time to show you how I have everything integrated with SoundSwitch, with the both lights that I received. I have the model number S6, which are these bad boys here. These are the IR4s. Here are my 360 tubes, which are absolutely amazing. And then of course I have the battery powered moving spots. So I'm all in on both lighting. I am all in on SoundSwitch, and yeah, so this is me, DJ Marco Polo, out. Hopefully you enjoy. If you have questions or comments, definitely leave them below. I'll be making more videos to go a little deeper into the programming of the light, but good luck.